Hey friends, what's going on? We're here with our Super Bowl special, Captain Handsome's picks. Obviously, we had a disastrous weekend on championship weekend. Luckily, we were perfect the week before, so we're still up 5.45 units on the season. We are going to finish up because I'm only playing a 1 unit play on the Super Bowl. I don't have a strong enough feeling. I am going to be playing the Bucks, just FYI. Partially because I want to protect my soul from Tom Brady winning another Super Bowl and at least making some money will be helpful. But also because I just feel like Tom Brady's that guy that everything falls right for him. I've told people who I know in real life, I've said to them that I believe there are winners and losers in life. Tom Brady is one of those guys that just wins. My buddy Joshua, so shout out if he's watching, and if he's not, we're not friends anymore. But he said to me the other day the same thing. He said that he believes Aaron Rodgers is a loser. And as evidenced by the fact that he was a much better quarterback than Tom Brady was, 2 weeks ago. And Tom Brady still got the win because Tom Brady wins. So for me, I've always agreed with those things. I don't necessarily believe that about Rodgers. I think if Rodgers played for the Patriots, his whole career, he might have 10 rings. But I do believe that there are winners and losers in life. I believe there are people who things just work out for them. And Tom Brady is one of those people. I've railed against the idea that he's the GOAT. I don't believe that, but I definitely believe he's a winner. I've never claimed he wasn't that. I've never claimed he wasn't an incredibly, smart quarterback. I don't think it would be impossible to argue that he has anywhere close to the physical attributes that Patrick Mahomes does. I don't think that's the case. I think Mahomes' offense is better. But at the end of the day, I think, they're missing 3 guys who they pegged to be starters on their offensive line this year, the Chiefs are. And I think that's going to be pretty tough. We all saw what JPP did to Billy Turner last week. As a Dolphins fan, I knew who Billy Turner was, and I'm mad at myself because I let a buddy say to me, "Oh, he's doing fine, he's doing fine." And I was like, but he's terrible. And I let that cloud my judgment, and I picked the Packers when I should have seen that matchup coming. So I blame myself for that, which you have to when you're the one making the picks. But he made Billy Turner look like a turnstile last weekend. And I worry he's going to be able to do the same this week. So I think they're going to be, and Mahomes is great at escaping pressure, but it still makes the situation a little more difficult. So with all that said, I am taking the Tampa Bay money line at plus 150 for a unit. I have far more than 1 unit on it myself, mostly because I want to protect my soul. If Tom Brady wins the Super Bowl again, I would like to be able to cry into a pile of money. And if he doesn't win the Super Bowl, I'm okay dumping some of my profits this year on that because that's just a risk I'm willing to take. So that's my big play. It's the only play I've made. It's only for 1 unit because that's how confident I am in it. I'm also going to run down some props. These aren't official plays. I just like to. There's some props that I liked, and I'll give them to you guys. So first of all, the anthem under 1:59. There's no crowd this year. There's nobody to really perform to except for the home audience. I think that means that it's going to be shorter. So I think under 2 minutes is pretty realistic. All these I'm just going to give you. I'm not going to tell you what units I played on them or anything like that. But I do like the anthem under 1:59. One that I can't find everywhere. I couldn't find it on 365, but I found it in a bunch of other books. Is Lev Bell under 0.5 receptions. I don't think he's going to see the field much, and if he does, I just don't see him getting the ball. So I have him under 0.5 receptions. I also have 2 plays on most rushing yards. I have a larger play on Leonard Fournette. It's well established Tampa's got the best run defense in the NFL, and the Chiefs will definitely be using more of a split system. The Bucs have shown that they want to rely more heavily on Fournette, and as long as he's moving the ball well, they'll continue to do that. So at plus 180, I think there's a ton of value there. So I've got a fair amount of money on that. I also placed a bet on Patrick Mahomes at plus 1,000 because I think that there's a very good possibility he could have to get off 1 or 2 big scrambles where he goes for, 30 yards, 35 yards. And I think 60, 65 yards could easily lead this game in rushing. I think Fournette's at 48.5 is what he's listed at. So I think that there's an outside shot Mahomes does. So I placed a small one on that. And the last one is they ask, will there be a 2-point attempt in the game? I think with modern math, the fact that you've got a couple of quarterbacks who are well established as guys who can get the job done when they need to. Andy Reid has certainly shown. I mean, he'll go it on fourth down with Chad Henne. So Andy Reid's not afraid of nothing. So you're getting plus money on it. You're getting plus 110 in a league that goes for it a lot more often now. So I mean, yeah, I definitely think it's worth a shot at plus 110. And that's what I've got today, guys. Otherwise, I hope you all really enjoy it. I'm going to do a quick rundown of my official play is Bucks money line for a unit. The props I have are the Anthem under a minute 59, Lev Bell under 0.5 receptions. I have both Fournette and Mahomes. Fournette at plus 180 and Mahomes at plus 1,000. Fournette more heavily, obviously. Mahomes is just a little guy for the most rushing yards in the game, and I do believe there will be a 2-point attempt. And those are the props that I'm playing. That's the game that I'm playing. Thank you guys for watching along. I'm going to take a few weeks off, and then I'm going to come back with, I'm going to try to do some videos where I just talk about stuff. I've had some people ask me about betting terms and things like that. I'm by no means am I a pro or anything like that. I mean, obviously you've seen my picks. I'm a schlub who does this in a basement I'm rebuilding right now. But I do know a little bit. I've been doing this for a long time. I really enjoy doing it, and I love talking about football. So I'm going to start with some stuff on like a little bit of beginner stuff on betting, and then I'm going to go into just making some videos before I start doing a draft preview and stuff like that. So please keep watching, guys. I appreciate the feedback I get from people, and appreciate that. I hope you all have a great time. Please make sure you're being safe. If you're in an area you're not allowed to go and congregate, please don't go over to your buddy's house to watch the Super Bowl. If you're in an area where you can, go nuts, have fun, but just try to adhere to the rules at hand. COVID's a giant pain in the ass. I agree with you guys. It sucks. I'm so done with it. But it's not going out to your buddy's place is only going to prolong this stuff, because the more infections we have, the more they shut down. So let's just suck it up, deal with whatever stupid rules they have us giving us right now, and try to get through it. Also, if you're out, please don't drink and drive. It's one of the worst nights for drinking and driving of the year. Don't be that guy. I bartended for years. I had to jump behind guys' cars. I had to call the cops a bunch of times, take guys' keys away. I had punches thrown at me a number of times while trying to stop guys from driving drunk. Don't do it. It's stupid. It's so stupid. Don't be that guy. Otherwise, guys, enjoy the game. Love you lots. Take care.